Hello everyone, welcome. Um, yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this video, but I'm doing it anyway. Uh, where should I start? Yeah, my name is Sebastian. I'm 22, and I decided to make this video regarding my experience of being ugly and sort of unattractive as a person. Um, just a little disclaimer: if any of you that are getting triggered easily by traumas, by you know like depression and self-harm and all that stuff, I think it's better if you don't watch this video, because I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff that's including self-harming and all that type of stuff. So just as a small disclaimer. um, Pretty much, yeah. um, Let me take you guys from the beginning. Just another disclaimer: I'm going to talk a lot in this video. I'm probably gonna repeat myself a billion times because sometimes I just don't know what to say anymore, and I'm repeating the same idea once or twice or even multiple times. Pretty much, I'm from Romania, and I have both of my parents alive, but because when I was like around 3 years old, my mom cheated on my dad, and yeah, they divorced. Then I stayed with my dad for like, let's say, the least of around 6 months to a year, until my mom won the custody of me. And then I went to my mom's. My mom went to in a sort of smaller village around Romania with her current husband, also the guy that she cheated with on my dad with. And I went to my mom, and my life from the age of three, no, from the age of 6 until I was 13, absolute chaos. Because what the reason why I'm saying from the age of 6 is because at the age of 4, sort of near 4 years old, I stayed at my dad's. Then when my mom won the custody of me, I moved to my mom. But in that specific year, it was, let's say, the least okay, just to say the least. It was fine. Like, I wasn't getting any sort of problems. And long story short, those few years that I've lived there with my mom and my stepdad and my stepdad's family, it was absolute fucking mess that made my life an absolute chaos. Pretty much, I've been abused, I've been slaved, I've been mistreated, sexually abused, all you name it, I've got it. Also, bullying in school, a lot. Bullying in the town, in the country, in the countryside, it's a bit more, yeah, common for bullying to happen. So in that small village, I've been bullied so much, until the point of, yeah, not having contact with my real dad for a couple years. And then when I finally got contact, because my mom and my stepdad didn't want me to have contact with my dad for some reason, because they thought that my real dad and his part of the family will influence me in a bad way, that then I will hate my mom and I will try to do something against her, which was all just some bullshit, but fair enough. After that, yeah, I got contact with my dad. He kept coming to visit me from the UK. He moved eventually in the UK around 2014 or whatever. And he kept visiting me every summer, picking me up, taking me, around the country to my grandma. Like his mother, my grandma from my dad's side. He used to take me, on vacation, let's say. So that was my only time of the year that I was actually escaping the trauma. I'm actually gonna try not to cry because I'm almost tearing up, but just trying not to remember those things because they make me very sick to my stomach, legit. Um, Pretty much, yeah. Then, when I got the chance to move to the UK, which was through my dad, he picked me up, and then it was a long, long process because my mom pretty much sold me for some money because my dad had to work like three different jobs at, at once in a day to save money to give my mom so I can go with my dad to the UK. So from that moment onwards, I felt like a vegetable. I felt like a piece of meat in the fucking market that I'm just getting sold. I'm that worthless to my mom that she has to sell me. But either way, long story short, my dad picked me up, took me, did all the paperwork and all that bullshit to get me to the UK. He finally got me to the UK. And mind, by the way, at that time I was very skinny, like very fucking skinny. Like, let's say I was 13 at the time, and I was like weighing around probably around 40 kilograms, let's say around there, 30 maybe. But as soon as I got to the UK, you know, not having in Romania, not having the possibility of eating proper food, and having to starve for days and not even eating anything, coming to the UK and having the big possibility to eat whatever the fuck I want, especially fast food, and being open and presented to the world of fast food, I've eventually got fat, which is not just a bit of fat. I got very, very, very fat. At the age of around 15, 16, I was already weighing around 180 kilograms, which is very bad. Pretty much my experience with girls haven't been as amazing until recently, let's say, until the last 3 to 4 years. But before that, nah. I only started, let's say, my love um, life and my sexual life and my just relationship in general life when I was 16. Only when I was 16. I know it's still a young age, but that's when I was in high school. I was being bullied and stuff, and I found a girl that was also Romanian, half British at the time. That, yeah, she was, let's say, because I'm not gonna judge, but she was on the uglier side. Let's just say the least. Like, I was ugly, she was ugly. She was considering herself as ugly. I wasn't considering her as ugly because, sorry for that. I was considering myself very ugly. So why would I consider someone else ugly when I'm already considering myself the ugliest person ever? You know what I mean? But yeah, pretty much that was the worst decision in my life to get in a relationship with that girl, because the amount of bullying and kids watching over me and laughing and bullying me and punching me and spitting and all this type of stuff to me that they've done because of this relationship alone was insane. Because the girl was in the same school as me, she was the same, different classes but same age as me, which was fucking crazy. For the past 3 years that I've been in that school, I've been bullied and bullied and bullied to the point that I wanted to kill myself so many times. I've tried. I've really tried so many times. Even recently, I'm still trying and still struggling to cope with this shit, but it's just so hard to do. Pretty much the reason why I feel very ugly is because after this relationship ended, I finally ended it because I just couldn't. It was the most toxic, one of the most toxic relationships, because I've had another one, which was my last relationship, also my recent one. That was really toxic, way toxic, more toxic than the first one. Pretty much having this thought of girls wanting something specific in a guy, like abs and big penis and a lot of money and car and status and all this crap, and leaving the nice guys or like the ugly guys like me behind, and taking the more beautiful guys, more attractive guys that are still at the end of the day gonna play them and cheat on them, and then they are the one being heartbroken because they thought they were the love of their life, which turns out being not true. And pretty much having this consumption about love and stuff, I gave up, sort of. Like, I've been through a lot. I've been through so much shit at a young age that even my worst enemy, I wouldn't wish to that they go through the same thing that I've been through. The amount of pain, the amount of self harm I've done to myself, thinking that I'm worthless, that I'm ugly, that I'm so unattractive and so uninteresting to the world that I'm just left behind and no one cares about me. No one, at least, gives me a chance to prove myself to people, like no one cares. And yeah, I've came to a conclusion that it's just how it is. It's life, I guess. But I'm still struggling a lot about it. Like, look at me. I'm now a bit more skinnier because I've lost weight, but that doesn't change anything. I still feel ugly as fuck. And you can clearly see my nose is not even straight. Look at it. It's very bumpy and big. I have pimples all over my face and my look here. I've got pimples and imperfections that just make me hate myself even more. The thing is, because this video is not scripted, I didn't write anything about it. I'm just speaking exactly how I feel. Whoever thinks that this is scripted, think what you want, because I have no reason to script something that I'm not even good at scripting, to be honest. But yeah, this is hard because I'm trying not to repeat myself so many times. And I'm a bit also high because I've smoked, the green stuff. And I'm trying to like cope with things and it's fucking crazy. Yeah, just I've had like 3 relationships in my whole life. I've had my first one, then another one, then another one. I've had 3 relationships in my whole life. The first one being like 3 years, but then that wasn't really 3 years because every month or so, me and that girl were breaking up constantly in the duration of those 3 years. So it wasn't really a 3 year relationship. It was like a mix up. I don't even know what it was, but it broke me to the point that I can't trust anyone anymore. I can't. Yeah, it's crazy. Then my second relationship, it was mid, let's say the least. The girl was 16, turning 17. I was 18 at the time. No, I was turning 19, but I was still 18. And we met on Snapchat. We talked, then we met in real life. I found out that she was living very near me. Then I went to visit her, to take her out, not on a date, on just a friendly meetup, let's say, because I didn't think she was gonna like me. And yeah, to make it shorter and simple, she broke up with me after 9 months because she went back to Romania and broke up with me because of the reason saying that, oh, the distance, it's too much. I can't take this. I need you next to me. I can't cope with the distance and all this shit. And then she blocked me. Then after a few months, I found out also from her emailing me using email because she blocked me everywhere else and I blocked her back. Telling me, oh, do you want to know the real reason why I broke up with you? And I said, why? And she said, you're too ugly, your penis is small, and I found someone else that's better than you. Looking wise, physical wise, by penis size and all that shit, financially wise and all that stuff. and I just messed up with your brain telling you that I loved you, that I cared about you, that you're the one for me, just to make you even more broken. To be honest, this is really fucked. When I heard it, I wanted to kill myself. I went on a bridge and tried to jump, but I couldn't. I've tried so many times. I've tried, but something was constantly holding me back, and I was crying more and more and more and screaming to myself, why? Why do I have to do this to myself? Why do I have to go through this shit by myself? Why can I not just find love, real love, genuine love, you know? Someone that I can speak to every day, that I can trust, that I can have a genuine adult conversation with and a relationship with, not just some childish gimmicks, you know? But yeah, this is pretty much what happened with the second one. Then the third one was a whole mess. A whole fucking mess. Reason being is, like I said, I've been living in the UK for like 9 years also, almost. And yeah, I found out this girl. We started chatting on TikTok, and she was from Belgium. She is from Belgium. We started talking, and then we started playing games together, video games. And then communicating more, then talking on video calls very often. I fell in love, which was a big mistake of mine, but don't blame me. And yeah, after like 2 3 months, then we declared each other being into a relationship. I mean, I asked her if she wants to be my girlfriend, and she said yes. And then, yeah. I mean, even from the beginning, if I'm being honest, when I asked her, "Do you wanna be my girlfriend?" it was a bit of a hesitation there, but I was like, maybe she's scared, or maybe she she is shy to tell me. And I was like, okay, I'll just lay it aside for now. And pretty much that happened. Then I went to visit her. I was planning to visit her to Belgium to, meet her parents and stuff like that. I stayed there for like 2 weeks, and then I got back to the UK. And after like let's say 3 4 days after I got back to the UK, I went back to her. I fully decided that I wanna take a bigger step in life and actually move to her for good, to have a closer relationship with her, because also she was struggling from her previous relationship, um, and yeah, like the aftermath, the breakup, and the grief, let's say at least, that she was struggling with. And I was there for her. I was trying my best to be there for her, always being as sweet as possible, being a nice person. To be honest, that person that I was before, I will never probably get back anytime soon, which I regret, really regret, because I was a really nice person towards her and towards everyone. I was really nice. I was trying my best to make everyone happy, make everyone smile, and I didn't care if I was struggling. I was just happy when everyone else was happy around me. But after a year and a half, a year and 9 months almost, of beautiful moments, but 95% of the time toxic and shit moments that I've had with her, constantly me breaking up with her, coming back to the UK, then getting back into a relationship with her, getting back to Belgium, then getting back, then getting forth, then so on. This constant thing that was happening was just draining me every single time, and it was crazy. It was making me feel like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I don't know what is this? Is this what am I supposed to do? Like what? Yeah. Then recently in July, I finally decided that I think it's time to end it. It's finally time for me to go, to let her be, and move on with my life. And pretty much, I found out after I arrived back to the UK. I found out that she only used me. She never liked me as a person. She never liked my personality, my looks, my penis size. I don't even know why does every single girl in this world have to relate about penis sizes. Like, why does that matter so much in this fucking universe? But I don't even know. And that she only used me to get over her ex, and it helped her. And yeah, she felt bad to let me go, so she kept me around like a dog. That's what she said. Quote unquote, legit, that's what she said. So, pretty much, it's been what? We are in November now, 2025. It's been like November, October, September, August. Pretty much nearly, let's say, nearly 5 months since I've left Belgium. And it's a madness. I'm struggling every day even more. I'm considering myself as the ugliest person on the entire earth. I consider that love is not meant for me. Having a genuine person next to me is not meant for me. The happiness and all this shit is not meant to be to me, handed to me. It's meant to be for someone else, but I should be just a miserable person, ugly person, just lonely. And I just feel unlovable, to be honest, because even though it's just 3 relationships and I've had whatever the fuck I had with them, intercourse and whatever the fuck you call things, um, I've had like, I've loved so much. I've gave to each relationship in particular. I've gave so much, like I've gave my all into that relationship until they fully drained me, like drained the living fuck out of me, to the point that now I don't even recognize who I am. I don't feel lovable. Like I feel unlovable whatsoever. I don't feel that someone will ever love me or trust me or give me a reason to stay alive and stuff like that and have a family. I'm just a simple person, really. Like I'm not any Bill Gates or any bullshit that have so much money and I have a huge ass penis and all this fucking bullshit that everyone cares about nowadays. I'm just a simple person that tries to find love, genuine real love, and just settle down, having a kid, having a family, building everything from scrap, you know. I don't want to have a relationship when I'm already, let's say, stable, and then the girl comes and just takes everything from me, divorces me, and then I'm fucking homeless on the streets. I want to build something with a genuine person that believes in me, that supports me, that I support her, that we build shit together, you know. But probably that's not for me. I just think that's not for me, because if it was for me, because I know a lot of people keep telling me, oh, love needs time, love needs this, love needs that. I understand, and I'm not judging anyone for that type of advice. I appreciate any advice that's been given to me in my entire life. But one thing I've got to say is that how much time? I'm 22, alright? I'm nearly 23 next year in April, a few months until I'm 23. How long do I have to wait until I get a genuine person that I can build something with and have something with for the rest of my life? Until I'm 50? Until I'm 30 years old, when I'm infertile, when I don't have the power of having a kid anymore, which is my biggest wish to have in life, when I won't have any physical, mental power to do things anymore in a relationship, and then that girl to just cheat on me because I'm incapable of offering her anything, or just have a relationship now while I'm still young and can do shit with my life and start something, you know. But probably that's just not for me. Apparently, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know. And also about just in life in general feels like grey. I don't have motivation. I don't have shit. Like I'm unemployed at the moment. I'm only in university, and I don't have any motivation to do shit. I wake up, I feel like a zombie. I go to sleep, crying. Wake up, same thing. repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. But I don't know, maybe that's just what I'm meant to be, what I'm meant to do. But I hope this video can be a relatable one to someone, at least one person. That doesn't have to be more. It can be to one person. That's more than enough for me. But yeah, it's just insane. I don't even know what to say anymore. This generation is completely fucked. I don't know. I'm the old school type of person. I love like an old school type of person. I don't love any. I don't do any gimmicks and all this fucking bullshit like, oh, I need to buy you a Gucci bag and whatever the fuck and this and that. No. I love late night walks together, lake dates, picnics, going on to visit museums and art galleries and doing old school type of stuff, if you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, go on the internet, look on Google, old school type of relationship, and you will see what I mean by that. Like buying flowers, picking the woman up, being very gentleman and all that stuff, but apparently that's not what women want nowadays. I've just realized that women nowadays, girls, women in general, just want a lot of money in their accounts, a lot of dick, and if they don't get any of those two, and if the guy is ugly as fuck and doesn't attract them in any way possible, they just go to the next man, and next man, and next man, and next man, and so on. And that's how, and that's why men, boys, teenagers kill themselves because of that matter. I mean, that's one of the matters. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I'll probably, I mean, I have a lot of more things to say, but if any of you want for me to do a part 2 of this, feel free to comment down below. If not, no. I hope from this whole universe, at least one person will see this video and actually relate to it and have the same struggles with me as me, and you know, that in that way I know that at least I'm not the only one on earth that has these struggles. I know there is other people out there that are way worse than me, that have handicaps and they look different and whatever. I'm not comparing myself to them because I know they are struggling, and thank God I have arms, I have legs, I have a face, I have eyes to see, I have a nose to breathe, I have all this stuff. But I just feel like I'm the black sheep of the world. I feel like, I don't know, I'm not blessed in the, not in the living part. Like, I have all these body parts to live and stuff, and I wake up every day and I thank God for that. But what I mean is about love, about lifestyle in general. I don't have anything going for me. Nothing. I just feel like I don't have friends. My passion, if I'm being honest with you, my passion is gaming and going outside, playing sports. But I have no one to do those with. I'm alone. I'm living with my dad, yeah, but my dad is 95% of the day at work, trying to make a living for both of us, trying to support me financially, same as him. And he already has thousands of pounds in debt, different things, trying to help me and trying to get me out of Romania to get me to the UK. But yeah, pretty much it's a madness. If any of you want me to do a second part to this video, feel free to give me a comment. And if you liked it, you can You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe or any of that type of stuff. You can comment, give your opinion about what I've just said in this video, and then I'll make sure to read everyone's comments. Thank you very much if any of you are listening or listened to this video. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Until next time.